So here are three big stories for today. I'm Gerdes, and I try to bring these to you in about 3 minutes. The first article, Ukraine downs 3 Russian SU-34 supersonic aircraft. Huge story. The Su-34 can carry out airstrikes at targets up to 600 miles. So the beauty in this is if the Russians know that they can be down, they have to back up. They also cost at least $50 million each, so that's another big win. Danilov said this about it: "Now we can reveal a small secret. The hunt for them, the 3 Su-34 fighter bombers, has lasted for a long time." We shouldn't reveal it? No, reveal it. Then they have to back up. And that's a good thing. Okay, second story. This is really interesting. I'm not selling this shirt. I just saw it. Mice. What do mice have to do with fighting for Ukraine? Well, mouse fever is impacting Russia's combat capability. The Russians don't tend to keep the same hygiene as the Ukrainians, and this has been shown again and again. I've seen this on multiple videos. The Kupiansk front in the Kharkiv region, the combat effectiveness of Russian troops decreased due to the outbreak of the so-called mouse fever. I don't know what exactly that is. I've never heard of it until very recently. Dissatisfaction is growing in the units of the Russian occupation army due to inadequate provision of winter clothing and complete lack of medical care. And hygiene factors is part of it. What does mouse fever do? Symptoms of mouse fever include severe headache, fever of up to 40 degrees. Now, for those of you who are from the United States, 40 degrees is a fever of about a 104, which is pretty rough. Redness, low blood pressure, hemorrhages in the eyes, nausea, vomiting several times a day. The disease also affects the kidneys. A person infected with mouse fever experiences intense low back pain and will have serious difficulty urinating. So thank you to the mouse army for working on our behalf. Third big story I talked about today in this video here about Prigozhin and the mystery solved. The Wall Street Journal piece just came out today, and it was also carried in Moscow Times and other places about what happened to Prigozhin, who ordered his killing, and just it answered a number of questions about Prigozhin. So go back and watch this video if you haven't already, because I explain everything through it. But what was really interesting to my mind was if you go back to the time of his death, August 25th, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov has told the BBC that allegations that the Kremlin gave the order to kill Prigozhin are, quote, a complete lie, unquote. Of course, when we talk about this issue, we should be guided only by facts. We don't have many facts at the moment, but the facts need to be clarified during the official investigation, which is being carried out now. Of course, he was also saying this today. This is 6 months later. It's actually not 6 months later from the assassination, but 6 months after the Justice March or mutiny, whichever you want to call it. Wall Street Journal's version about the Prigozhin plane crash is a hoax that hardly needs comment, Kremlin's official spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said. The Wall Street Journal has become a tabloid reading lately, Peskov added. Well, I'll put the credibility to the Wall Street Journal over Peskov any day. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.